Shifting gears real quickly.
Successful games this year.
That's the coach of the Washington Redskins holding his news conference, and we're going to listen in to Jay Gruden in just a bit.
Carry over into Saturday.
Well, there are some positives to take from that game. We had some big plays and some good chunks of yardage plays, and unfortunately at the end we had a chance to tie the game or win the game. Didn't get it done, in a big-time situation. So there are some good things to take from that film. We were competitive, obviously, but we're looking for more than that. We got to finish the deal one time. We got to play in a crucial situation, and somebody's got to rise above it and make a play. And unfortunately, we're unable to do that against Philadelphia. But it was obviously a very good game, but we came on a short end of the stick, which isn't good enough.
With your quarterbacks, was there consideration to Kirk going this Saturday? Was that discussed, and where does he stand in terms of maybe winning that spot?
Well, he's number 2 right now, so he's got to wait his turn, and it's up to Robert to keep the job. And hopefully Robert does a good job. We don't have to worry about it. But Kirk's been competing every day, and really, he had some really good plays when he played. Unfortunately, we had to make a 1, 2, and a 3, and he was number 3. Now that Colt's on IR, he'll be number 2.
Did I miss something?
Yeah.
So you guys put Colt on IR officially?
Yeah, we're going to put Colt on IR. Yeah. And we pulled Jackson Jeffcoat up from practice squad. Those are our 2 roster moves.
Okay.
Surprise.
I just need to talk about your feelings or disappointment for Colt. I know you had a lot of confidence that he could prove some things, and then for it not to work out for him. I know he seemed to struggle.
It's been a tough deal for all 3 quarterbacks. Robert, had the job week 1 and, hurt his ankle or leg and opened the door for Kirk. And then Colt had a great opportunity also. All 3 of them had great opportunities to take this thing and run with it. And unfortunately, we just haven't had the stability at that position. And Colt started out pretty hot there against New York and had some high hopes for that game. Unfortunately, his neck didn't hold up. But the big thing for him moving forward is make sure that neck gets 100% healthy. It's not a long-term issue. We know that. But in a short period, the next couple of weeks, I think it's important for him to rest it and then get himself back to next year.
Is there talk of bringing another quarterback in? Is it too late in the season for that?
It's probably too late for that. Unless something happens to one of the quarterbacks these last 2 games or this week against Philadelphia, we might, or we will.
Coach, this is kind of a question you've been asked before, but do you have a concern that Robert is injury prone?
Prone?
Whatever that means.
He's had injuries, and durability is a very important trait at the position. You got to be dependable. Unfortunately, he's had a couple fluke injuries, and that's an issue. So we got to do the best we can to keep him upright. Get him out of the pocket, run the ball. Obviously, there are some worries there that he might get injured, but I think as a play caller, utilizing Robert to the best of our abilities, we can't worry about the injury-prone factor. We'd have to call the game to best utilize his strengths, and that puts him at risk sometimes. So hopefully he does a good job of protecting his body, sliding when he has to slide, getting out of bounds when he can get out of bounds, and throwing the ball away when he can throw the ball away to avoid the hits. And that all comes with experience and playing a position.
Robert's obviously very smart, and he's also very competitive. The whole issue of him developing the protocols and going through his progressions and becoming more confident in the pocket. Are you surprised that
Jay Gruden said things started out pretty good on Sunday against the Eagles, which they did. He said we need to finish the deal. The Giants,
we hope so.
Against the Giants, he said we need to finish the deal this time. When asked about the possible durability problems of Robert Griffin III, he said we need to keep him upright most of the time. The notion of blocking for your quarterback and keeping him from being sacked 5 or 6 times a game probably goes a long way toward answering that durability question as well. Live coverage for you here. The Washington Redskins merry-go-round, horror show, whatever you want to call it. We're keeping a close eye on it for you right here. 1/4 past the